All right, everybody. It is a tough day. Everybody knows it's a tough day. Um, but I want to make this video. This is going to be a long video. I want to make sure that I talk real talk with you guys. Say everything as honestly as I can at this point, and get everything negative or everything bad off in this video, in this string, and then from here on out, just support our boys because they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. First of all, there's like some stuff going on between the people who were calling for Romo's head and the people who want to back Romo. Uh, I, as a person that's been critical of Romo for the past few weeks, only because I want him to shut down those turnovers. I want to see those turnovers shut down just because I firmly believe that when you're in the playoffs, you cannot win with turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. If he can knock those turnovers out of his game, perfection. People were calling for Romo's head. I think they were just joking. I know one person that was over in my room. I'm pretty sure he was just joking. But if you were not joking, if you were one person that was really calling for Romo's head, then you're about to get a heavy dose of reality. There is a huge drop off between our first quarterback and our second quarterback, between Tony Romo and Brad Johnson. Huge. It's just Brad is smart. He knows how to win. He has won before. That's not any problems with Brad. The problem is arm strength. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen in these coming weeks? These defenses are going to load the line of scrimmage, bring the safeties up, and they're going to try their hardest to stop our running game. They're going to be focused on stopping our running game plus passes between 5 and 15 yards. So it's just going to be like a wall. Any passes over 15 to 20 yards, they'll, say, Brad Johnson, you got to beat us. And until Brad Johnson beats a few teams like that, is when they will get out of that defense. But I'm telling you, it's just going to be a wall of players that we're going to have to try to run through or try to pass the ball inside of. But it's going to be tremendously hard for Brad Johnson to get this done just because of how the defenses will scheme against him. I know a lot of you out there thinking about that pass in Denver or another pass I think he did in preseason. Both of those passes were against third stringers. You can't make passes like that against starting quarters in this league. When the ball hangs up there and gives these guys with 4.3, 4.4 speed a chance to burst to that ball, they're going to get to that ball. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get the ball to T.O. It's going to be tough to get the ball to Witten over 15 yards. So I'm just getting you ready for that. I'm not saying we cannot win with Brad, but you're going to see a huge drop-off in quarterback play. The defense, you must think, and this is a silver lining to grasp on today, that they only scored 17 points yesterday on our defense. The rest was scored by Bruce Reed. So we did a decent job. That 3rd and 17, that still is going to haunt us for a long time because we should have stopped that. But other than that, we did an okay job. Larry Fitzgerald, thank goodness, there are not too many Larry Fitzgeralds throughout the league. But he just abused Henry. He abused Pac-Man. So I'm looking for our defense to step up. You know why? Because now they're playing without a safety net. Before, they had a safety net. They sat back there. They said that if we can't score, then our offense is behind me. Not verbally, but way back in the back of their mind, they knew the offense can score. Now we don't have that. Offense is not going to put up 30 points in a game or 40 points or whatever that we did earlier. We're not going to do that anymore. It's going to get down to 17 to 10, 16 to 13, 19 to 15. It's going to be short, low-scoring games now. And the defense is going to have to play tougher, play stronger. Maybe the secondary is going to have to go more into man-to-man because they're confused in the zone somehow. You know, they just can't get the concept of the scheme. Maybe they just have to say, we're better than you, and lock up. That's the way Pac-Man plays the best. So maybe that's what we do. And it seems like Jenkins and Skandrick are learning pretty quickly. So I don't know. And speaking of Pac-Man, we have that to deal with. And that's coming tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow we're going to get some more bad news. But be ready for it. Be ready for it. Because if Goodell says something, we really don't have a leg to stand on. Because the police were called on Pac-Man Jones. Period. When there's no tolerance there, and you get police called on you, you gotta go with it. But the reason why I'm saying all this now, we're going through a stretch of ball games that's going to be tough. The Rams, once we thought were easy, beat the Redskins yesterday. I think it was more of a trap game on the Redskins, and we won't see the Redskins playing like that anymore. But the Rams might be a little harder than we thought they were going to be, especially now. So we're going to run. We're going to barber. Should come out with a victory. Tampa Bay, I know a lot of people left comments on my video like we can beat Tampa Bay easy. No. Tampa Bay is going to be a dogfight. If you didn't see them, go look at the highlights right now of what they did to Carolina and Carolina's strong running game. They beat the crap out of Carolina. That defense did. So I will not jump on that bandwagon at all. And the Giants too. So we got those two games, and he should be back for the Washington game after that. But it's a high possibility that we can go 1-2 through this stretch of games. So I want everybody to know that we're going to have to push behind these boys. We're going to have to get behind these boys. They are not the front runners anymore. They are fighters. And right now it's time for us to fight. We're going to make mistakes, yeah, but we can't get down on them. We're going to lose a game, sure we will, but we can't get down on them. Right now, our minds need to refocus from higher expectations to make sure we win the ball game. The players need to make sure they win the ball game. No going in like, oh, we should win this game. No. Every game we're in a fight, and we need to know that. And that's the only way we'll get through this rough patch and get into the playoffs with a healthy team. It's crossroads. All right, guys. I guess I'll make a video whenever something else happens. But like I said, today, go break something. I'm going to go tear something up in the other room. But tomorrow, we got to get behind our boys. Holla.